What's up, everybody? Welcome to my Rust Monument Guide, Rust Monument walkthrough of the new monument coming out, which is Missile Silo. It is pretty cool. And yeah, let's get right into it. But before that, shout out to my Patreon, Rob. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, moving on with the monument. So yeah, this is the new monument, Missile Silo. It is pretty cool. It is pretty neat. Some things before you get here. There is radiation. You're going to need 26% radiation protection to take no damage from radiation. If you have less than that, you're going to take damage. If you have 26 or higher, you are good to go. And another thing you're going to want to bring is a gun and ammo, because there are scientists that you are going to need to kill. In this above ground area, there are 4 of the blue scientists roaming around. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So make sure you bring your gun, ammo, whatever you want to bring to kill them, and make sure you bring meds. I'm just on God mode right now, and I have the AI ignoring me for this guide just to make it easier. But yeah, that is that. So for the loot above here, there are actually 10 crates above ground that you can loot for pretty much free, that you don't need to do anything for. You don't need a card or anything. You just need to kill the scientists or avoid them. But yeah, there's this first building here next to like the radio tower, and in here there is 1 crate, and it is sitting right here. And then as you can see, there's the switch and the card swipe to actually get into the missile silo. We'll cover that in a second. But yeah, there's just the 1 crate in here. And another thing with the crates here at this monument is they can be these common crates, like the brown ones, or like the green military crates, either or. Then moving on across to this building, this small one, there's a crate inside here as well. I'll show you that really quick. And yeah, all these buildings that you can go into have crates. So I believe there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings you can walk into. And then there's just the crates on the outside of these ones. But all the buildings you can walk in, there's crates. So that's an easy way to remember, like, where the loot's at, I guess. But it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. But yeah, anyways, crate in here. 2 crates outside of this building here. There's going to be 2 crates in this building, right there and there. And then finally, it's going to be 4 crates in this garage. 1 on the shelf there. And 3 on the shelving there. So yeah, 10 crates in total just on this above ground area, which seems pretty good just for having to kill scientists and get a decent amount of radiation protection. That's seems like pretty decent loot. So yeah, anyways, let's enter the missile silo. So to enter the missile silo, enter the building. Easy way to remember it. It's just the building with the big red and white radio tower. Come up to it. You're going to need a blue card. Swipe the blue card. You'll hear the clicking noise or the dinging noise. Your durability on the card will go down. That's how you know you did it right. And then simply just press the button. And the hatch opens up. And it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, to get started, all you do is just simply drop down, and then one thing you will notice, it's still opening up, but I'll just explain it instead of just waiting. So this hatch is going to close. Oh yeah, it's starting to close right now. It will close on you, and you cannot open it back up from the inside here. So what's pretty cool about this monument is once you decide to come down here and you jump down here, unless you get a friend to boost you out, you're locked in. Like, there's no turning back, so make sure you're prepared. I do not have the information on like how much meds you'll need or how much ammo you'll need to kill the scientists down here. I'm just kind of busy right now, so I don't really have the time to figure that out. I'm just trying to get this walkthrough up and ready as soon as possible. So yeah, continuing on, all you do, just drop down. And there's a couple different ways you can go about clearing this and looting it. So there is loot, and we will be down there later. So you can drop down right away if you want to, but I would suggest the way I'm walking through it right now is the way to do it. So yeah, and the way I'm going to explain things is I'm kind of like divided it up into different sections. So like right now, we're going to call this section 1, and you'll see what I mean by that. So in this section, be prepared to kill 3 of these scientists. So they look pretty cool. Got a new design. I don't know if they have more health or anything like that. Like I said, I don't have any information on how much you should bring to get through this monument, but it's more so just to get an idea of what to expect. So yeah, in this first section, be prepared to kill 3 scientists. And then the first thing of loot you'll see is in this little room right here with the green door. there'll be a crate inside there. And again, those could be military or common crates. Then continuing on, walking downstairs, there's another crate on this box. Then in the bathroom here, there's a crate in the stall. Be careful. So what I've noticed when I've been kind of like exploring around is sometimes the scientists, they'll spawn like trapped behind the box. So like 2 of them might be trapped behind here, and they can have spaz shotguns. So like as soon as you turn the corner, you might expect to like shoot them. But if they're stuck back there, you can just like run past them really quick if you need to. But yeah, that's that. Another thing with this monument, it seems pretty complicated and confusing and like a maze, but it's really pretty linear and straightforward. You kind of just walk through it, and it's pretty hard to miss the loot. Like as long as you check the rooms and look inside of them, you'll see the crates. They're not really like super hidden. The most hidden one is probably this crate in the stall. Like that's the only one that maybe you might miss it. But yeah, anyways, next to the elevator here, which works, is how you get to the next section. What I'm going to call it is there's going to be 6 crates around here. So there's going to be 2 right on the outside. There's going to be 2 in this closet. There's one hidden behind this one. And there's going to be 2 more in this like control room here. One there and one there. So I considered this, since we dropped in all the way up to the elevator, like section 1. And big thing is just expect to shoot and kill and fight 3 scientists down here. And yeah, we'll move on to the next section. So called the elevator. So there's a total of 3 elevators in this place. And what's nice is the elevators, they only bring you from like one floor to a different floor. So there's only 2 floors they go to. So you won't get like lost, like wondering what floor you're on and which elevator. I think that kind of makes sense. If that was confusing, I'm sorry, but it's only going to take you. So for example, like where we just were in this floor is the only floors accessible with this elevator, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to call this section 2. It's very small, very tiny. It's literally like only this room. But yeah, expect to fight just 1 scientist in here. And then as far as the loot goes, you have the 2 crates next to the elevator on the shelf in there. And like I said, it's pretty hard to miss the loot. As long as you look around, you'll see the crates. But yeah, anyways, be prepared to fight 1 scientist in here. And then you're just going to walk through this way, and then you're going to be back at the rocket. And when we first dropped in, we were up there. So like I said, you can drop down to this level if you want and go backwards. But I think it just makes the most sense to just start from the top and work your way down. And then when we leave, you have to go back up. But you go back up a different way, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, carrying on, just make this jump here. You get kind of the old dome vibes where you have to make the jump. Yeah, another crate right there. Just want to keep going. And then this section. So the rest of the monument, pretty much from here all the way to the bottom floor, which there's 5 like levels below. I think we're on level 2 below. So there's like 4 more levels that we have to go through. So I'm going to call this section 3. This is like the biggest section or partition that I'm making of this monument. So we're just going to continue on. And then there's going to be 16 scientists that you want to be prepared to kill. They are going to be spread out between, so we're on level 2 right now, I believe, and we want to get to level 5. So between those levels, there's going to be 16 scientists that you want to kill, and they're pretty spread out. The reason why it's kind of hard to determine where they hang out is because they roam around. If the doors are open, they'll go through the doors. If the doors are closed, they'll be trapped in the room. So it's kind of hard to determine where exactly they are. But anyways, continuing on, we're going to go this way, and then immediately to the right, there's going to be an elevator. So this elevator brings you to the floor we're on right now. So we're on 2 below, and it brings you all the way down to level 5, which is the bottom level. And you could take it down to level 5 right away if you wanted to and work your way up. But I would use this elevator just to get yourself back up to this level once you're down there. It's more of like the way to get out. So yeah, that's there. And like I said before, this is only going to take you to -2 and -5. Next, you're just going to keep going straight. Again, 16 scientists. It's going to be 2 crates in the shelf right here. And then this admin room, or admin office. There's no loot in here, but just be careful with scientists. And then another heads up is kind of similar to the scientists where they get trapped in the stall behind the crate. Sometimes they spawn behind this couch. So there might be a couple of them like trapped behind here, and it might look like there's only one, so then it's like double the damage, and then you gotta kill 2 of them, and then I don't know, it can screw you over if you're not prepared. So just be careful about that. And then next, exiting that office, to the left there's a bathroom with a crate in it. there's another elevator here. This elevator is going to bring you back up to level 1, and that's the way to get out. So we're not going to worry about this elevator until we are leaving. And keep going. There's a crate in this closet, and then I'm going to reiterate again. Hopefully you guys get the idea of finding the loot in this place. It's linear. It's as long as you keep going straight, you kind of look in every room, you're going to see the crate. It's going to be hard to miss loot here. Yeah, let's keep going down. There's another crate on this box here. 2 rooms of living quarters. So living quarters 1. There's going to be 1 crate right there in the back. Living quarters 2. There's going to be 2 crates in here between the bunk beds. I don't think there's like any food crates like in like underwater labs here. I might have missed it, but I didn't see any, but who knows. Anyways, continuing on, this door doesn't open, doesn't go to anywhere. Just gonna keep going down. Got the computer room, 1 crate in there. Then finally we're at the lowest level, level -5, level -5, level 5 below, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, there are more scientists down here. So like I said, 16 scientists from when we first made that like jump by the rocket all the way up at level 2 to level 5. 16 scientists you want to worry about. And I'm not sure if these guys will go up the stairs or if these guys hang down, but just in case, to be safe, I just said 16 in total. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, on the back of this truck, elite crate, 3 diesel fuel. There's this computer here. It has a countdown of the wipe, so yeah, about 21 hours from now is when the forceful update comes out, approximately. So yeah, check the date on this video. It could be outdated, it might not be, they might change stuff. I think it's going to be pretty accurate. There might be a little tweaks here and there, but if something's different, I'll let you know in the comments, or just ask a question. I'll let you know. So yeah, red card right next to the laptop. So I mentioned radiation, 26%. You will be good, but do not walk towards these warheads. You will get radiation. Even with a hazmat suit, you will get radiation. Do not stand next to it. It gets you a lot of damage, a lot of radiation poison. So yeah, do not do that. Anyways, there's no more loot past here, but there could be scientists down here, so you might want to kill them just for the loot. Just a random room in here. Nothing in here. But yeah, you pretty much just will come back here to kill scientists and get their loot. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you could start from the top and just jump all the way down here and loot from the bottom and go up if you want to. But I think it just makes more sense to start from the top and work your way down. But yeah, anyways, once you get all the loot and you're ready to leave, this is the elevator that goes from 5 to 2. It's the very first elevator we saw after we jumped past the rocket. So yeah, this is going to bring us up to 2. And you can always just go back up the stairs if you want to, whatever you want to do. This is just faster. But yeah, so we're right next to the rocket again, all the way up at level 2. So yeah, to get out of this place, you just want to, just going to click through because it's annoying. And I'll loot all the boxes too and show you all the loot at the end. But yeah, I just kind of forgot to do it in the beginning, so I'll do it at the end. So yeah, once you get everything and you're ready to leave, you're going to call this elevator. Now, this is going to bring you back to level 1, but it's a new part of level 1 that we haven't seen yet. It's the exit. So yeah, we're going to call this section 4. So there's no loot at this section, but there are 3 scientists you're going to want to be prepared to kill. So back at level 1 at the exit, or we're making our way towards the exit. There's going to be 3 scientists roaming around here. They could be up there. They could be in this room. But there's 1. And like I said, there's no loot in here. But just be prepared to kill the scientists. So there's 1. There's 2. There should be a 3rd one around the corner. Yep, 3rd one. And then finally, oh my god, we were stuck. We are at the exit. Now to get out of here, you press this button here. And the door opens and you leave. So you gotta be careful of campers. And to be careful of that to kind of help you out a bit. There are cameras here. And you can look at the cameras inside. You can see if someone's countering you. You can see if someone's camping the outside. You have 2 cameras. Cameras 2 and 4 kind of help you out on the outside. But I still feel like there's a decent amount of places people can hide and be a rat and camp you till you leave. But yeah, to leave, just push the button. Door opens up, and you're out of here. And yeah, that is the monument. So big things are: need a blue card to get in. Make sure you have a gun. Make sure you have ammo. Make sure you have 26% radiation protection. Make sure you do not go next to the warheads. Don't get too close to them. You'll take rad damage, even with a hazmat suit. And yeah, try your best not to get camped at the end. So yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty cool monument. I'm going to go through, I'm going to loot all the boxes, and I'll show you guys what I get. And I'll kill the scientists too. All right, and this is the loot from looting every single crate, looting every single scientist. And yeah, there's way too much loot down there, even for one person to carry. I had to throw a bunch of stuff on the floor. Just a bunch of crappy, like, electrical components and stuff. But yeah, overall, pretty damn good. I think it's a little too much loot, but we'll see how it goes. I might need a balance change, but I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate the watching, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Thanks again. Peace out. See ya.